Hi, Facebook. It's Lexi here. Let me know if my audio's okay. What's a dragonfly got to do with a boot camp? Well, this is my earring, and this is a dragonfly, and I'm going to explain this to you. Okay? I love dragonflies. So today I am wearing a dragonfly, and I'm going to tell you, I'm actually wearing two dragonflies, and I'm going to tell you why a boot camp, what's a dragonfly got to do with a boot camp? Dragonflies symbolize change, okay? And change in the perspective of self-realization. Powerful stuff, right? Change in self-realization. Do you realize how much power you have? I'm going to get to why this has something to do with a boot camp, so bear with me, stay with me. Today we're going to be talking about change and about paying yourself first and how you can change things in your life, your kids' life, and your grandkids' life, and people around you. So share this video out. As long, if you find someone, if you know of someone that needs to hear this, please go ahead and share this video out. And hi, I'm happy to see you today. I was pretty much on the couch yesterday. I was having a bad day. I did not feel good. And so I'm sorry I did not do a go live yesterday. So I am here today and glad to be back and feeling a whole lot better. So when we talk about change, okay, we talk about change in the perspective of self-realization. I'm going to just share a little story with you. I went to school and I was told, go to school, go all the way through school and graduate. Get right through to grade 12 and graduate, and then go to college or a tech school. I ended up going to a tech school after I graduated high school. Now, I always saw something like weird in school. There's my mom and dad out there being entrepreneurs. My dad always had his own business. My mom did the books. And my mom and dad only had about a grade 6 education. That's all they had. And I could never put the two and two together. If they only have grade 6 education and they're entrepreneurs and they're providing for 4 kids, how do they know enough to do this and to have their own business and start their own business? I never really asked the question, but I always kind of had that thought in my mind. How does this work? Why am I supposed to go to school and go to grade 12 and learn all this crap I'm never going to use, and you guys never finish school? But anyways, as life went on, I figured out why. So I've been reading Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and I can't emphasize this book enough. I've learned so much from this book, and I just want to share with you, I do have the audio for this book as well, so I've been listening to that. And today I listened to the audio part of it that said, in school, you don't learn how to be creative. What you learn in school is how to be amongst the status quo. Finish school, get good grades, and then go to work for an employer and make money and start living paycheck to paycheck. That's all I really learned in school, and that's what I did. That's what I did. I went with the status quo, and my goal was to make as much hourly pay as I could, and I did. I did exactly that. And being in a, I guess, poor or middle class mindset, which is what I thought I was, middle class, because I had stuff. I had my house, I had my vehicle, I had a yard, I could travel. I wasn't broke, I always got good paychecks. And I had the mentality of a middle class mindset. And I thought, well, that's all I have to do, right? It's all I have to do. I never thought about really changing it. I thought, well, this is life. This is how it's all going to end. And I was never happy. I was really never happy. And when I realized that school gets you prepared to work for an employer, gets you prepared to work for somebody else, I'm like, that's not what I want. I embrace change. I like change. How am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? So I set out to set money away for my first business. And I went out and I bought a business. And it felt really good. I was going against the status quo. I was doing my thing. And this is what I wanted to do. I actually wanted to be like my dad and saw him being successful in business, and I wanted the same thing. Only sadly enough, I didn't have enough training, and I didn't really have all the answers and know what to do. So unfortunately, that business wasn't successful, but I move on. I keep moving on. I got a taste of that, and I wanted more. I wanted more. And I realized that one of the there's three main things. You got to have a reason to get up every morning, a big reason. You gotta make sure it's big enough, and you have to pay yourself first, okay? To be an entrepreneur. And this has changed. This is so much different than being an employee mentality, having an employee mentality, okay? First, you've got to find a reason, a big, audacious goal, I like to call it, okay? Not something really small. Get a really big, audacious goal. And that's what gets me up out of bed in the morning. Let me take a look at the comments here. Looks like I've got some people watching. Richard and Shem, thanks for joining, guys. Again, if you're finding value here, please do share this video out. And so I just got to grab some water. Hold on. So anyways, moving forward, I connected with a girl on Facebook, a friend of mine, and she was talking to me about this boot camp. And it was free. So I'm curious. Okay, I like to learn. I like to change and grow. And I just felt that this would really help me. So I learned more about it, and I attended a boot camp, and I learned these important things. I actually knew them just before this, but it really embedded it in me, right? It just gave me reconfirmation that I was doing the right things. Make a big dream. Think about that every morning. It's got to be big enough. It can't be too small, and you got to pay yourself first. Okay, these are the things you got to do. If you don't pay yourself first, and you just go ahead and pay everybody else first, you probably won't have enough money left over for yourself. So you need to pay yourself first. This is one of the most important things that I learned in this boot camp. So going to this boot camp, I've been in it, and it was finished, and what I learned was that paying myself first, and I also learned how to run a business without me. In Robert Kiyosaki's book, he talks about the 4 quadrants. The last 2 quadrants are having your own business and being an investor. Now, an asset, I should have mentioned this earlier. There's assets and liabilities, okay? You have to understand the difference. If you look up in the dictionary or Google it, you probably can't understand or make sense of what an asset is. The definition is crazy complicated. It's very simple in Robert Kiyosaki's book, The Rich Dad, Poor Dad. It is about assets or anything that puts money into your pocket. Liabilities are anything that takes money out of your pocket, okay? So back to these quadrants. With a business, one asset is a business that you have that runs without you being there. And that's another thing I learned in the boot camp. I learned how to pay yourself first and how to run and operate a business, whether I'm there or not. Exciting stuff, right? I think this is awesome. One of the things I decided to get while I was in the boot camp is I started paying myself first, and it's all about gold and Bitcoin, and I started paying myself in gold. And here's a little piece of gold. This is a gram of gold. Gold is stable. So I've decided that I want to, in my life now, collect gold. Now I have this gold. This is in an undisclosed location. And I'm just going to keep collecting gold. It's stable. It's a store of value. So this has changed me, okay? This has changed me from fiat money and saving and spending that to knowing about gold, why it's important, and why I need to save it and have it and pay myself first with it. So in this boot camp that I'm referring to, this is one of the things it teaches, the importance of having gold, the importance of paying yourself first, and bonus, how you can run a business online with doing what I've said, paying yourself first in gold. So that's what I'm doing. Now, our second boot camp of 2018 just started last night. We had the first class, okay? And I'm just checking with a colleague today, and I haven't heard back from her yet, and to see if a person can still jump into this session before next Monday. I'm hoping that you can, but I will put it in the description here once I have heard from her. And her name is Sabira Falomi, and she is the one that created this boot camp. She's the one that created this free boot camp. And so I have become part of the group of people that she's put together, and we're all in the same mindset whereby we all pay ourselves first in gold, and then we're able to run an online business with that as well. So we will be having these boot camps throughout 2018. So if you're not able to get on board right now with this boot camp 2 of 2018, there's another one coming up shortly, and you can always join in and get in on the first class of that one. But like I say, I'm just waiting to hear back if you can jump in up until the second class on this current boot camp that just started last night. So it's still early in the game on this session. So I do encourage you to reach out to me, ask for more info in the comments, and I will have a private message with you if you like, if you've got any questions. And I will also put the link where you can get where you can fill out a student application for the boot camp, and I will put that link in my description above this video, okay? So yeah, that's about all I got for you today, guys. I'm going to wrap this up. My name is Lexi, and I just encourage you to pay yourself first, change like the dragonfly does. There it is. Change like what the dragonfly symbolizes and represents, and it's relative to your own personal development. Honest to God, like my life's changed forever. I am just so deeply grateful for this boot camp, and it's free. It's 6 weeks. All you have to do is give some of your time and pay yourself first. So again, I'm Lexi. Please share this video out if you find value and you know someone that has been talking about changing and wants to change their life and can really use the power that we all have within us to create that good change and help out ourselves better and help other people and leave a legacy for our kids and our grandkids. It's so important. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate you. Again, I'm Lexi, and that's it. I will see you in tomorrow's video. Thanks again for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.